heavy rains drenched this Bristol Motor Speedway track, and it is late evening as Edwards and Boyer are battling still. As Edwards and Boyer on the pole, and it's Keselowski, Leffler, Keller, Busch, Strimmy, Reagan, Wimmer, Bliss, Wallace, and everybody else. All the NASCAR Nationwide Series regulars. Looks like Mike Harmon made the field, and it looks like Danny O'Quinn Jr. made the field this week. As right now, Carl Edwards has opened up a little bit of a lead, last week's winner. As here comes the Auto Club winner, Keselowski, then Boyer, Leffler, Strimmy, Keller, Reagan, Bliss, Busch, Wallace, and the caution is out. And the pace car is going to hurry, trying to hop up there in front of Edwards, doesn't. And this time it's Jamie McMurray involved. We're going to go see what happened to little Jamie Mack. Looks like he got turned. He was up in a wall for a little bit, full wide there with Junior and a couple others. And then he gets into the zero. And it looks like Mike Harmon and Danny O'Quinn got together. And that's what causes him to crash. So the whole back here is stacking up. But right now, Edwards leads Keselowski, Boyer, Leffler, Strimmy, and Keller. And Reagan, Bliss, Kyle Busch, Mike Wallace, and Scott Wimmer. So we're going to get you to the green flag here. Get you up to the front of the field here. Nobody out. Looks like everybody's fine. Down the back straightaways, the pace car, turn 3, coming to the start-finish line. It looks like Edwards is going to lead, Keselowski, and then Boyer, green flag back out in the air. It looks like Keselowski did not get a good start, but Edwards is going to pull away. Edwards probably didn't have the best car at Atlanta. I think Boyer did, but Boyer got hung up in lap traffic and Edwards got by. Now Boyer under Keselowski for second. I think Boyer's going to clear Keselowski. This looks like maybe Morgan Shepherd having a problem. Somebody else having a problem. Looks like Marcus Ambrose coming in, and so is Morgan Shepherd, saying something's wrong with the rear tires. As the 32 of Brian Vickers was all up in the wall. Mike Harmon and Danny O'Quinn are having a duke and an out battle, and so is Keselowski and Boyer. Right now, Boyer's just saying, hey, just let me by. You know, I'm faster, but Keselowski says, you know, I got a good car up here on the top. It'll stick. And right now, these two are running about equal lap times, which has opened the door for Strimmy, who's a little bit faster. Carl Edwards is just flat killing them in lap times. Due to this two-wide battle between Keselowski and Boyer. They're so equal. Up on the top, Keselowski's really good. Boyer really good on the bottom. As now Edwards is catching lap traffic. And I think Boyer might let Keselowski have it this time. He's going to, as Strimmy is all over the back bumper of him. Yeah, Strimmy is all over the bumper of Boyer. Now, is Strimmy going to go up to the high side? Now, it's going to be a battle of who can get through the lap cars quicker. Edwards is doing a pretty dang good job of it. As the rest of the field are not. Right here is the battle for second. There's Carl, as we have 3 City Financial Fords in the field. The 17, the 16, and the 60, all sponsored by City Financial. And ooh, Edwards just sticking it in there on the 4 car. Going to get by his teammate. Edwards now going to get by Curtis Davis. is now going to catch up to Patrick Carpentier on one of his Xfinity races, or nationwide races. Next car up is Brian Vickers. That's Kevin LePage. I think that's Brian Clausen, Cale Gale, Dylan Hurt Jr., Josh Wise, Kevin LePage, 52. Ooh, 4 wide here. Oh, they're going to be contact on the bottom. Bliss. Battling with lap cars. That's going to put Shepard in the fence, 4 wide. And that's right in front of Keselowski. Shepard all the way to the fence. And you can't do much about it back here. And that's dropped Keselowski all the way out of the top 10. And his car is no good through lap traffic. Oh, he gets into Wallace. Run him up the hill. Into Reagan. See, cars are making contact with each other, pushing each other up out of the way. Get you back up here to Carl Edwards, who is 3 seconds ahead of Mike Bliss. I think Bliss is running some faster laps than Carl. Ooh, man. Carl Edwards probably just about cried right there as Frank Heady closed the door on him. Next car for him to lap would be DJ Kennington right there in the top 20. Stephen Wallace at 15th. Mike Bliss is running 17 ones to Edwards is 17 O's. Oh, contact between Bliss. And I think that's Josh Wise. And that was big time contact. Frank Heady's in the wall as a caution is out. Frank Heady is all up in the fence. Ooh, Edwards almost getting turned. But Mark Green, I do not know what the caution's out for, but Edwards almost got turned. Ooh, Edwards! Oh, Edwards! Edwards involved. Looked like a lot of cars started to slow down, and Edwards just didn't catch the... Somebody said Edwards didn't know the caution was out and then just ran into the back of Brad Coleman. And that destroyed Coleman's car. Now Strimy's being turned. We don't know what brought out this caution. We do not know why the caution is out. As Edwards is now getting turned by Brad Coleman. And Coleman is not happy. I mean, we do not know why the pace car is out here on the racetrack. And we're just logging. And the pace car is logging laps. Because Carl Edwards did not catch the memo that the caution was out. So as soon as the lights come on, there they are. Let's see what's happening around the racetrack. Franchitti's in the fence, but I mean, that was no... Ooh! Dale Jr., Mike Wallace, and Kelly Byers are going to crash. And looks like Byers just turned Jr. and it's a hard hit. So that's why our caution is out. As Edwards is to the pace car. Everybody else does not know where to go. As we are burning laps. But Edwards is now behind the pace car. We got a total of 20 cars on the lead lap. As the lights are out on the pace car, and it looks like Danny O'Quinn is coming in. As it's going to line up Bliss behind Edwards. O'Quinn is coming to pit. Pace car is going to pull in right in front of right behind Danny O'Quinn. Edwards has got a little damage from running in the back of Brad Coleman. Green flag. Has Mike Bliss got enough to win this thing, or maybe David Strimmy? Bliss got a good run. He's got to get by Mark Green. And Bliss is there. Can Mike Bliss win here at Bristol? Or is it going to be all Concrete Carl? Carl Edwards is saying the car is really tight now and are getting some damage. Bliss is going to use the bottom on Edwards. Edwards runs all the way up the hills. The caution is out. It's going to be a drag race. Who's going to be the lead? I think maybe Bliss got it. It's a dead tie. We're going to get the exact numbers of 5/100ths. Ooh! Mike Bliss just turned Carl Edwards. I think Edwards hit the wall too. Edwards has got a destroyed race car, and Bliss just turned him. Now we got to find out what the caution was out for. I'll get you up to the pace car. We're going to find out what brought out our caution. Looks like it happened on the front straightaway. But actually, there's a lot of smoke everywhere. So as soon as the lights click on this pace car, we're going to see. There they go. Pace car is actually flying out of there. So this had to be somewhere close. Oh, the whole back straightaway's involved here. This is a stack of cars all down the back straightaway. Just log jammed up. I think that's where the pace car tried to get out. Right now, Edwards has got to get up to the lead. Vickers is running 39th and leaking oil. So we're going to get you to the green flag here. And it's just going to be no lap cars this time. It's going to be Edwards versus Bliss. Actually, with Brian Vickers in front of him. Is it going to be a 10-lap shootout? It is. It's going to be a 9-lap dash. Pace car is in. Vickers is not the leader. The leader... Oh, man. Ambrose lost the brakes. Vickers is not having a good car. He says it's sputtering. Vickers says this thing's bad. Here goes Bliss to the lead. I think Edwards tried to stay behind him. But new leader is going to be Mike Bliss. Now they're still battling. Carl Edwards got turned by Bliss. He doesn't want to let Bliss win this race. The leader right there was Mike Bliss. I think Bliss has got a better car than Carl. Carl said the thing's really tight on him. Edwards driving it in deep on the top. Trying to make it stick up there. Boyer behind him. Man, Edwards is using the top. And Bliss is using the bottom. Strimmy thought about taking us 3 wide for the lead here. Caution is out. This could be the race. Contact. And it's going to be Edwards. I think Edwards thought that might have been the end of the race. And it might be. I think that is going to be the end of this race. So Edwards knew he had to do everything he could because he'd been beat to the line by the one car every lap. You can see it on the thing right there. On the scoring transponder, it said the one's the leader. The one gets such a good bite out of 3 and 4. Watch Edwards. He knows he had... Ooh, I think maybe Bliss drove it up into him. Trying to win this thing. Mike Bliss trying to win it. And Bliss is just saying, can we clean the track? Let's hurry. I kind of want to race Carl. Caution was out for, I think, the 16 car. Bliss is saying, cut these lights off. Let us race. I think Bliss wants this win. And NASCAR's going to give him 2 laps. And I think they're giving the fans a shot to have a great finish. Coming out of 3 and 4, Edwards leads Bliss. Green flag. Bliss got a really good restart. Bliss to the bottom of Edwards. And Strimmy's right there, so if they wreck each other, Strimmy's right here to win this thing. Ooh, Strimmy got a good run. Bliss coming to the white flag, still down on the bottom. Ooh, Strimmy driving it in there. Bliss driving it in. Out of turn 3 and 4, who's going to win it? Bliss diving it in. Because it's going to be a drag race. It's Carl Edwards. Concrete Carl wins at Bristol. Man, Bliss drove it in there deep and won. I thought that was going to be the end of him and Carl. I thought Strimmy was going to have this one. Watch Carl. See, that's where Bliss was so good out of 3 and out of the corner. He was so much better than Carl. Just not enough. It's Concrete Carl. Wins at Bristol. It's Mike Bliss, David Strimmy, Clint Boyer, Brad Keselowski, Rudeman, Leffler, Keller, Wallace, Bush, Hornish, or Wallace, Hamilton, Swimmer, Byers, Wallace, Hamlin, Harvick, McClure, Coleman, Reagan, Green, Barrett, Kennington, Franchitti, Gale, Clausen, LePage, Davis, Richardson, Vickers, Jr., Wise, Shepard, O'Quinn, Kenseth, Hornish, Harmon, Carpentier, McMurray, Labonte, and Ambrose for your finishing order. We'll see you guys next week for the only action is the NASCAR Nationwide Series as we race in Nashville. Till we meet again, everybody.